Thanks for joining me again this week. I'm Rich Madalino, Chief Executive Officer of the Montgomery County Government. This week, Maryland was among more than 24 states and a handful of cities that sued the federal government to force it to pay SNAP benefits when funding runs out in November due to the government shutdown. The Trump administration says there's no money for the federal food assistance program, but the lawsuit argues there is a legal obligation to provide help, shutdown or no shutdown. SNAP is vital because it helps families buy the food they need but can't afford. The average family on SNAP receives less than $200 per month. Currently, more than 68,000 Montgomery County residents are enrolled in SNAP, including over 29,000 children. Our food resources are already strained. Local partners like Manna Food Center and the Capital Area Food Bank distributed 12 million pounds of food in 2023, the last year we have complete numbers for. A September survey of food providers in our area showed a 15% increase in demand, with providers also noting rising costs. On Tuesday of this week, County Executive Elrich was pleased to see the County Council propose $7.75 million in additional appropriations to help residents and providers struggling during this challenging time. This money will supplement the county's ongoing efforts, which began when we saw people lining up for food during the COVID-19 pandemic. Since its inception, the Montgomery County Office of Food Systems Resilience has focused on developing plans and partnerships to help build a more equitable, efficient, and sustainable local food system. We are prepared for a crisis like this, though we never thought it would be prompted by our own federal government. Let's be honest, there is simply no way to supplant all federal money that our neediest residents lose in November if the courts or Congress don't step in. We are working quickly to adapt to the changing climate to help as many people as possible. But please understand that no other jurisdiction casts as wide a social safety net as we do already. When you add up the hub support, school-based assistance, grant assistance, and direct funding to food providers like the Manna Food Center, the total currently budgeted already exceeds $23 million. Data shows that 3 in 10 residents are at risk of hunger under normal circumstances, while around 150,000 more residents are in the so-called SNAP gap, where they don't qualify for federal help, but also don't make enough to comfortably afford all of their monthly bills. The shutdown puts pressure on a system that is already straining to meet this need. If you need help finding food assistance or county services, please call 311. There are also emotional struggles resulting from this shutdown. If you need help, you can call or text 988 or call the county's crisis center at 240-777-4000. If you want to help, I urge you to visit our website and search under Food Resources, and to support the organizations that are helping our residents get through this stressful time. Our manager of the Office of Food Systems Resilience, Heather Bruskin, was on Fox 5's morning show earlier this week and shared the following important information with the audience.
In Montgomery County, we have over 68,000 residents who depend on SNAP for putting food on their table for their families. And so that's about, on average, $180 per month for that family. And that includes over 30,000 children. And so that means not just those families not having accesses to resources for their groceries, but also that's $12.5 million every month that won't be invested in our local economy. So that'll have impacts on our retail sector, on our farmers markets, and on our farmers themselves.
We received notification earlier this week that Montgomery County has received the highest possible bond ratings from all 3 major Wall Street credit rating agencies. Moody's Ratings, S&P Global Ratings, and Fitch Ratings each reaffirmed Montgomery County's top-tier AAA credit standing for 2025, an accomplishment that continues the county's unmatched record of fiscal excellence and sound management. Out of the over 3,000 counties in the United States, only around 50 counties less than 2% earn this level of distinction for strong fiscal governance. In their analyses, the agencies commended the county's broad and diverse economy, strong financial policies, and commitment to long-term fiscal sustainability. They cited Montgomery County's large and diverse tax base, proximity to our vibrant nation's capital, and careful fiscal planning as key drivers of our continued AAA ratings. In sad news, the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service said goodbye to one of its longtime firefighters this week. Christopher Kindle died earlier this month from cancer. Firefighter Kindle served 26 years in Montgomery County, was a former Marine, and was currently stationed in Upper Montgomery County. He also had assignments in Rockville, Silver Spring, and Gaithersburg. We send our deepest condolences to his family and friends who are mourning his loss. We thank Christopher and his family for the sacrifices they made to help keep our community a safer place. Fall is one of the most beautiful times of the year in Montgomery County, and over the next 2 weeks, we will be at peak foliage. However, shortly after, those leaves will fall to the ground, and it's essential to know some basic tips and guidance on leaf removal. This fall marks our first season with the gas-powered leaf blower ban in place. Since July 1st, it has been illegal to use gas-powered leaf blowers in Montgomery County. This law impacts handheld, backpack, and walk-behind gas-powered leaf removal equipment. Violations can result in a $500 ticket. However, our goal is to ensure that everyone understands the law so they can comply with it. The county asks everyone to help keep leaves out of roads and sidewalks and away, especially from storm drains on your street. Leaves can be collected for weekly residential curbside recycling in paper lawn bags or reusable containers. The county's Department of Transportation provides a vacuum leaf collection program in specific areas of the county. If you receive this service or another leaf vacuum service, rake leaves to the curb, but please keep piles out of the street. Roadside leaf collection begins on Monday, November 10th. Mailers detailing yard trim and leaf collection have been sent to homes. Our trucks will run for approximately 6 weeks, utilizing 15 crews, 60 leaf vacuum trucks, and 250 county and contracted staff. You can identify where the trucks will be by visiting our website and searching under leafing. We strongly encourage environmental-friendly alternatives. Leaving leaves in your yard provides shelter for fireflies and other insects vital to our ecosystem over the winter. If you choose to rake, consider leaving them on top of garden beds to nourish plants and protect them against the cold. Or mow leaves into your lawn to help its health. Remember to keep leaves out of storm drains and out of the road. Visit our Department of Environmental Protection website to find a compost bin pickup location and subscribe to My Green Montgomery for news and updates for Leafing a Green Life in Montgomery County. Daylight savings time ends at 2 a.m. on Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. This means we fall back an hour, adding an extra hour to our weekend. As it gets darker earlier, remember to stay safe on the road by slowing down, increasing your following distance, and turning your headlights on at dawn and at dusk. The evening rush hour will soon be happening in darkness. Please pay special attention to pedestrians and bikers when driving home at night. This is the time of the year when the most injuries happen on our roads, so please be extra cautious whether you are driving, walking, or biking. Take advantage of the opportunity when you set your manual clocks back 1 hour to check your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide alarms. Daylight savings time returns on March 8th, 2026. Thank you for being informed. Please share these videos with your friends and neighbors as we continue to provide updates on food assistance and other critical community actions. Take care.